pace.
Yeah, and, I'm all about change. I think growth is so important as an artist. So, and I want to give a shout-out, too, to my co-writers, Chantel Reed and Jimmy Alston, also my producer, Rodney K. Jackson, who helped me put that song together, as well as Hearing Voices, which you'll hear in a minute. But I just wanted to give them a special thanks because we came back from our trip. We came back from our trip, guys, and we literally crammed 2 whole songs in like 3 weeks, writing, recording, everything. And my producer's been spending all of his extra time mixing and mastering it for me, so I'm really grateful.
So what you're saying is you didn't spend a lot of time on the beach working on your tan.
I wish I had been. That's coming eventually.
All right, and I'm glad to hear you mentioned Jimmy Alston, because I'm familiar with him and his work, and you definitely do have a good team to work with there. And as they say, the proof is in the pudding. The music just says it right out loud. Let's listen to another clip from this upcoming album, and it's an upcoming series of releases, I guess it is. And this one, we're going to give the audience just a little bit more. You're going to get about maybe about a minute or so of a thing called Hearing Voices.
What is this? I'm hearing voices in my head. Am I dreaming? Wake from this nightmare. The reason got me talking to myself, barely breathing. Stop believing. Thoughts in my mind got me spinning around and around. Believe me, it's been so hard in my life trying to figure it out. And after all is said and done, I'm still the same I was. And through the pain, I finally see just how strong I was. I'm hearing voices in my head.
And Hearing Voices. I like that too. You've got a nice sound, and you have managed, I think, to take your versatility, and you have accomplished what you set out to in being versatile in that respect, and you've taken it and managed to adapt it to these different styles without losing your sense of self. It always comes through as a Jennie Johnson song.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. I'm so glad, because it's so important not to lose yourself when you're doing what you love, And in the music industry, trying to obviously please everybody else, because that's what music is about, is for the people. You want to make sure that you still love what you do, too. So that's always been a really big, important factor to me.
Well, Jennie, all I can say to that is, damn, lady, you got a really good voice.
Thank you so much.
I really like just those 2 snippets that I just heard. Well, of course, in the first song, I mean, it's you have matured as an artist. Your voice you've really refined your style, and I'm so pleased to see this progress. I mean, it's wonderful. You're in the major leagues now.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you so much. That makes me feel so good.
And we emphasize this with all of the artists that we have on the show. We'd like you to keep in touch with us. Let us know what's going on. Come back and see us with your new music. And the greatest thing for us is to be able to sit back and watch the progress of artists that we've had on the show from, when they started, when the seed was planted, as it's germinated and grows into whatever the next stage is. And you've definitely fulfilled the promise to this point, and we're really proud of you, and so happy to have you one of our friends and to have you part of our family and be here with us. Now, you said that you're looking into doing some local shows in the Phoenix area or throughout Arizona?
Yes, it's going to happen within the next few months. I'll be releasing tour dates and my next, batch of shows and whatnot. So I'll definitely keep you posted on everything so you can share it with your, your fans and your community. And then also, too, I don't know if you saw, but we had just done, it's me and a partner that I have here in Arizona. We threw an autism festival, and it was called Rise for Autism. And we raised money for charity and brought out a bunch of families and autistic children, and we're trying to spread the word about autism awareness. And what we do is we bring out like local artists and we perform and we have games and food and everything. So we're doing that again actually in December. I know it's quite a ways away, but I'll send you all the info because we would like to have you out if you're available.
Absolutely. I would love to. Absolutely. And be sure and keep, the David Bowers Awards isn't hard to remember. So keep that on the on your press release list. And our Facebook page is there specifically for our guests to use to post their upcoming events, their new releases, anything you've got that relates to your career and your music that you want to share with people. That page is there. Feel free to use it, and then we'll take it from there and spread the word around to our other contacts and our other pages, and we'll be happy to do just that for you. And we thank you so much for sharing with us, and we look forward to having you back again in the future. And I'll definitely try to make that show if it's at all possible. I'd love to be there, see you in person, and catch you in person doing your music. But tell us in the or so we have left about this next track we're going to play called Midnight Dance.
Oh, I love that song.
Well, I'm glad we're going to play it then.
That song is so fun. It's actually done by a friend of mine that I met here in Arizona. His name is Dave Young, and he happens to be Debbie Sledge's son from the Amazing Sister Sledge group.
Right.
Yeah. And he recently was on tour with Sister Sledge all over the world. He is super blessed to be doing what he's doing right now. And I was actually honored to make this track with him. It took me about 5 years to get him to actually have time to make this track with me, but it finally happened. And it's coming out in the coming months. I don't have a date yet. I know I don't have dates on anything, but I will update you guys, I promise. But this song here, it's awesome. It's called Midnight Dance.
Absolutely. Thank you again so much for coming and seeing us, Jenny, for sharing your music, allowing us to sneak preview the new music, and we'll definitely be looking forward to hearing from you in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennie Johnson, this is Midnight Dance.
Oh, yeah, yeah. like your timing. We're dancing closer, the eyes are lightning. It's you and me, babe, the lights declining. Let's have some fun, boy, let's start some grooving. No time to waste, boy, baby, let's do it all night. Give it all night, all night. Give it all night, all night. Give it all night, all night. Dancing all night, all night, all night. Dance with me tonight. Dance to the moonlight. Dance till it's midnight. If you want to, baby, dance with me tonight. Dance to the moonlight. Dance till it's midnight. If you want to, baby, dance with me tonight. Dance to the moonlight. Dance till it's midnight. If you want to, baby, dance with me tonight. Dance to the moonlight. Dance till it's midnight. If you want to, baby. If you want to, baby. If you want to, baby.
Now, there's a Donna Summer song, if I ever heard one. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennie Johnson. And she got so excited she neglected to mention her website, so we'll mention it for her. You can find her online at jennie-j.com. Jennie, the letter J.com. And we thank her so much for coming back and seeing us again one more time and sharing her music with us. That's about it. Another The David Bowers Awards all wrapped up, and I guess that leaves us with you taking us home, John Bon Jovial.
Yeah, road trip time. Hey, folks, thank you so much for being with us again this week. You've spent another hour with the David Bowers and yours truly, the legendary John Bon Jovial, and we appreciate it greatly. The David Bowers Awards is broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and also from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, and is available for free on Blog Talk Radio, also YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spreaker, Amazon Alexa devices, as well as any place that you might happen to pick up your favorite podcast. Click the follow link on our Blog Talk Radio page and be sure to like us, The David Bowers Awards, on Twitter and Facebook. Join us next week for The David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 noon Eastern on WRFZ FM 106.3 Rochester Free Radio and Blog Talk Radio, Sunday 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. UTC for more great indie music and talk with the folks that make it happen. So until next week, for the David Bowers and Nick the Geek, our wonderful engineer, I am yours truly, the legendary John Bon Jovial, thanking you very much for being with us this week, and we'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.